Hi, it's November 5th, 2011. There's a bunch of walnuts. There's walnuts in that soup tureen. There were walnuts in this soup tureen. There are walnuts in this pitcher I've got back over here. My husband's mother tried to get him to take some more, but he didn't want to. We also get bay leaves and hazelnuts. And all of these apples came from the country, and she wanted to give him more also. This is really a very French country thing. You know, almost everybody here has a garden. And, you know, when you go to visit, you know, when you leave, you have to take a box of dirty potatoes with you. So as I'm processing these apples, there's some chopped up there. They darken quickly, so I've got to do something with them. I decided to make apple Kuchen, and I used this new McCall's cookbook that my father gave me when I got married for the first time in 1980. And I'm not really that interested in rolling out pastry dough or anything. I prefer to use a batter or make a quick bread. This is 1 1/4 cups of sifted all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup butter or margarine, 1 egg beaten, 1/4 cup milk, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I hardly ever use that. I make my own vanilla sugar here. You use granulated sugar and you put it in a jar, and you put a vanilla bean in there and it becomes vanilla sugar, so you don't have to use vanilla extract. And 5 cups of thinly sliced pared tart apple. They suggest for a topping 1/4 cup of sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 cup of butter or margarine melted, and 1/3 cup of apricot preserves. You have to preheat the oven to 400 and grease. I used a glass dish. This isn't finished. It's happening. Grease 13 by 9 by 2-inch baking pan. Into a medium bowl, sift the flour with 1/4 cup of sugar, the baking powder and salt. With a pastry blender, I just used a fork. I don't have a pastry blender or a mixer. Cut in 1/4 cup of butter until the mixture resembles coarse crumbs. Add the beaten egg, milk, and vanilla extract, stirring with a fork until the mixture is smooth. It only takes about a minute. Spread the batter evenly in the bottom of the prepared pan. See, this is my kind of baking. It's just way easier. Arrange the apple slices thin sides down and slightly overlapping in parallel rows over the batter. So you're supposed to use these really beautiful apple slices and make a beautiful arrangement of them, and I've got this mostly done, and I just haven't done that. I've just tried to put them evenly. They're all different sizes because the apples are all different types from our property out there, and they have spots on them and stuff, and making uniform slices it's really never been my forte. I can do it. I was a chef's assistant, but I didn't bother. So to make the topping, you combine the sugar, cinnamon, and melted butter, and you sprinkle it over the apple slices. You bake it for 35 minutes or until the apple slices are tender. Remove to a wire rack. They want you to put the apricot preserves with a tablespoon of hot water and brush them over the apples. Cut the apple Kuchen into rectangles and serve it warm. Now, I don't have any apricot preserves, but I do have, these are called Claude. It's a kind of green plum type of thing. And I also have a berry mix, but I think I'm going to use this because they you know, it'll make a sort of a nice glaze over it. We have a lot of walnuts ready. I could add some walnuts to this on the top, and I might, but I'm not sure. The recipe doesn't call for them. And unless I know a recipe by heart myself, I try to stick to the recipe. So I hope you're all well. The dishwasher's running. Sorry for the noise. We're going to have some steamed broccoli for lunch today and some fish. I don't know what kind of fish this is. Who knows? Who knows what that is? And mushrooms. Like these are, I think these are shiitake mushrooms. We had an omelet last night. I keep them in a bag in the fridge. Got to use them up today. All right, people, see you later. Bye.